Now, this pandemic has been really, really tough on our frontline workers. It has also been extremely difficult for family members who cannot see their loved ones.
So tonight we're going to give you a look at what things have been like for chaplains. Joywang introduces us to someone who's been helping others with their grief and in many cases struggling with their own.
Well, a chaplain is a person that has been called to this profession who is willing to walk with people through the darkest times of their lives.
Kathy Thibodeau now works as a hospice chaplain after retiring from being a hospice nurse for 30 years. She's used to spotting grief and helping people through it.
I'm also currently a fire department chaplain. And so all of that experience allows me to be able to go in, work with either the victims out on the fire scene or to work with our patients that are in hospice.
Except now, she does all of that in full personal protective equipment.
We're assuming that everyone is positive. So we need to make sure that we are protecting ourselves, so in turn that we are protecting others.
Especially since at home, her husband David has underlying health conditions and is recovering from surgery.
It's been challenging, it's been difficult, but we're working through all of those things. And it's just important to take care of your family, and that requires a sacrifice.
She's quarantined 4 times, but that's far from the hardest thing she's had to do.
It can be very difficult to handle all of this.
You said there are times when family members are literally standing outside the window and you're inside holding their loved one's hand.
Probably one of the most difficult things that I've had to do as a chaplain is to really be a surrogate between that patient and their family. Hold that member's hand and give them messages from their loved ones. Tell them that their family loves them, or maybe give them permission that it's okay to die. Sometimes that patient will tell me, will you tell my wife that I love her and that I'm sorry for whatever it was that I did? And I go and give that message.
Then she helps the family members who can't be there process their grief.
When you're not able to complete that circle of being able to tell that person goodbye, it complicates their grief. I would so much prefer that it would be the family member that is in there that is being able to give those messages of love and encouragement and those hugs.
But just before the end of 2020, some good news. Chaplain Kathy got her first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine.
As far as being a chaplain, I'm a hugger. And so one of the things that I thought I would do when this calms down is really just kind of stand on a street corner with a sign that says free hugs, because I have really missed touching and hugging. And that's what I would like to do, because it just brings so much healing to people. And
while she knows the tough times are far from over,
it does give me a lot of hope as to what 2021 will bring.
Joywang, KOB4.